Hello world! Big pleasure to be with you. It's Alex and it's 1st of March and yeah, the spring has already started, but unfortunately not a crypto spring because we have Bitcoin around $8,500 and yeah, nevertheless we are waiting for Bitcoin halving, which is going to happen soon, and we have great interview with Carl from the Moon, one of the greatest YouTubers we have right at the moment on this platform, and we were so happy to make an interview with him where he told about the future of crypto industry, about future of Bitcoin, about his considerations about Bitcoin price, halving, and so on. Yeah, and actually about financial system around the world and possible financial crisis. So stay in touch and watch this video till the end, subscribe to our channel and listen to Carl from the Moon. Yeah. Introduce our guest.
Hello guys, nice meeting you here, Carl, in Davos at World Economic Forum. Carl is a YouTuber, he has a YouTube channel Moon Crypto. So Carl, can you tell us when did you get first into blockchain and what's your background?
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel called The Moon, and I think I have 84,000 subscribers right now, and it's because I upload one video every day where I talk about Bitcoin, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. I talk about the news, and how I got into it is basically just I've always been very interested in economics and in the concept of money. What is money? What's a good form of money? What's bad form of money? So I've always been interested in like the financial system and for example, why the US dollar is a bad form of money, inflationary. And so coming from that background, when I heard about Bitcoin, it just made a lot of sense. So to me, it was obvious that I wanted to spread the message, and I've always been, I think, good at educating people. So it made a lot of sense to me to make a YouTube channel and just talk about Bitcoin as much as I can. So yeah, one video every day on my YouTube channel.
Did you trade any other financial instruments like stocks, for example, before?
Yes, but where I really started to find this passion for trading, Bitcoin truly just took over my whole world, and ever since I'm no longer interested in stocks and no longer interested in other assets, because Bitcoin is just so powerful and so interesting that it truly just took my breath away or whatever. So that's why I make the YouTube channel only about Bitcoin. Also, I don't talk about altcoins that much. I pretty much never mention altcoins, and sometimes I talk about stocks, but that's not in the trading sense. It's more of like in the financial system, if they are overvalued and if we're going into a financial crisis or not, which I believe we are. And yeah.
And which year was it when you first bought your Bitcoin?
2017.
And did you start from in 2017, the first when you bought your Bitcoin, to make some YouTube videos, or did it come to you later?
What was the question? Do you mean like
when you knew out first about Bitcoin, you immediately thought about making some videos about it, or did you start it later?
It took a few months. First I heard about Bitcoin, I started to buy Bitcoin, and I started to actually watch other YouTubers. So I watched some of the bigger guys like Ivan, for example, and I just realized how powerful it could be to have a YouTube channel and educate people and make a business out of it. So for me, I believe in Bitcoin so much that it wasn't enough just to buy Bitcoin and invest in Bitcoin. I wanted to invest my whole career in Bitcoin. So I realized the best way to build wealth and build a career out of Bitcoin is to have a business that creates cash flow off of this industry, and that's what I've built now with my company. And I'm super happy about that. This means that I truly have everything invested in Bitcoin, not only my money but also my career and my passion. So and I'm comfortable with that. I know for sure that Bitcoin will truly be a game changer for the world economy.
And what is your strategy? Do you trade a lot or do you hold a big part of?
I do both because I think holding is the most important thing when it comes to Bitcoin. I mean, trading works in any market. You can trade currencies, you can trade stocks, you can trade whatever. The exact same can be said about Bitcoin. The cool part about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is a whole new type of asset where it's only a limited supply of 21 million. There can never be more than that, and there's no central bank, there's no third party involved. It's censorship resistant. It has the potential to be worth astronomical amounts of money in the future. So holding Bitcoin by far is the safest and most lucrative way. So the risk reward is just crazy in just holding Bitcoin, and most people should just focus on that. And most of my portfolio is only for the long term. I never sell this long term position, and I think that everyone should have a big chunk of Bitcoin to play for the next 10 years, 20 years.
And what are you doing here in Dallas?
Actually, I'm here for fun. I'm here to educate myself and to network with people. I don't do any sponsorships and stuff like that, so I don't really have any direct business, but I make a lot of friends. I meet successful people. I grow my own mindset, and that's something that to me is very valuable. So I'm having a lot of fun.
This is great.
Yeah.
And the last question, probably, which is of interest of everybody. When is, in your opinion, will Bitcoin go to the moon?
Bitcoin will go to the moon. I think within the next 3-4 years, we will see the next big cycle top. And I believe that Bitcoin is most probably going to top out somewhere between $200,000 up to $300,000, just like Bitcoin topped out at $20,000. And then we will see yet another big correction of maybe 70 to 80%. But I think in the long term, in the next maybe 20, 30, 40 years, Bitcoin could reach levels of $5 million if Bitcoin successfully becomes the money used in the world. The value of all money in the world is $90 trillion. So basically, if Bitcoin were to take that market cap, then yeah, $5 million per Bitcoin is possible in today's money. So not taking inflation into account. So $5 million Bitcoin is a clear possibility in my mind.
So your prediction even bigger than John McAfee's one.
Yes.
And which factors will influence such a big growth?
I'm sorry?
Which factors will influence such big growth?
I think that many different factors could influence the growth of Bitcoin. One thing that clearly would be good for Bitcoin is if the current monetary system starts to show off its flaws. For example, in a financial crisis. So if we do see a financial crisis very soon, which I believe we are going to see, I believe that the next financial crisis will be much more severe than 2008, and we have already seen central banks starting to print money. And I usually joke around that some people, they claim that we are not in a financial crisis now, but when you look at what the central banks are doing right now, they are acting as we are already in a severe financial crisis. They are printing money, they are stimulating the economy heavily, and that is a clear sign to me that the financial markets are not able to keep themselves afloat. They need to artificially stimulate the economy, and I believe that we are seeing very similar tendencies as we saw back in 2008. And I think Bitcoin will get a lot of attention in this next crisis because money, as government money, is printable, and they can manipulate the supply of government money, but Bitcoin can never be manipulated in that way because you can never inflate Bitcoin, and that's why I believe Bitcoin will be as a safe haven, and this could push Bitcoin into these astronomical figures. So the main indicator or the main driver I'm looking for is the next financial crisis, and I would give it within 2 years we're going to see a huge, severe economic disaster that will probably take the whole world into negative interest rates. I think that's the more likely scenario. That's what the central banks will do, and that's when people will start focusing on Bitcoin, because the value of the dollar and all other government currencies will just be inflated, and the hyperinflation that is a possibility is just a very, very powerful event that will push people into looking for safe havens, and gold and Bitcoin will be the two most used safe havens, I think.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Nice talking with you, Carl.
Thank you very much.
Cool guys.